Good evening all. Welcome to the Grand B.Tech Admission Far 2022. The Directorate of Admissions and Academic Outreach at Amrita Vidyapeetham proudly presents before you the Grand B.Tech Admission Far 2022. This fair is a 6-day series that will equip higher secondary students with all the information about Amrita Vidyapeetham. We will be clarifying each student's career-related queries and doubts. Today, we will discuss about ranking and accreditation. If students aims to get a degree from the best ranked universities, they usually have a checklist of rank, accreditation, faculty, infrastructure while making a career decision. It can be quite confusing for some students. Ranking and accreditations can be a useful starting point to offer value as a reference and as a basis for comparison between several choices. Today, we will get to know more about ranking and accreditations from our esteemed guest of honor, Dr. Raghu Raman, who currently serves as the Dean of Amrita School of Engineering at Amrita Vidyapeetham Amaravati campus. He is also serves as the Dean of School of Business at Kochi and Amritapuri campus. He is the Director of Center for Accreditation, Ranking and Eminence, and also the Director of Center for Research in Analytics and Technologies for Education. He has over 30 years of executive management experience at a variety of Fortune 500 companies and has been with Amrita since its inception. He established the Center for Research in Analytics and Technologies for Education. He is frequently invited as a speaker at world ranking forum like QS EduData Summit, World's Premium Forum for Data-Driven Educators, Annual Academic Summit for the Advancement of University Excellence organized by QS, Elsewhere Research Connect Forum, IREG Observatory on Academic Ranking and Excellence. He holds an MBA degree from Haas School of Business, US Berkeley, and is the recipient of President of India Gold Medal. So a very good evening, Raghu sir. Now the stage is yours, and all the students are eagerly waiting to know more about our ranking and accreditations from you, sir.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, and very, very kind of you to have found out about my background and informing the students. My humble pranams and Shivaya, and a wonderful, wonderful opportunity is waiting for each and every one of you at the Amrita Vidyapeetham. I think it is quite a challenge or quite a daunting task, both for the students and parents, when they are looking at, which institution they should study, which program they should study. There is quite a number of parameters there, and quite a number of agencies that list the universities, rank the universities. We ourselves are many a time surprised. Some agency would say, sir, you have been ranked and this is your rank. And so at Amrita, we are very sensitive to the fact that it's a very serious decision on the part of parents and students to be selecting an institution where the kid would study. And hence, our choice of agencies with which we work at. Broadly speaking, there are two types of agencies. One is international ranking agencies like Times Higher Education, QS, Quackrally-Simons, Shanghai Rankings. They are looking at close to about 1,500 to 2,000 universities around the world. So they are not only looking at parameters that might be sensitive to national interest, but a broad set of parameters that any student from any part of the world would be interested in. Then there is another set of rankings which are national rankings, like the way we have NIRF from the Government of India, National Institution for Rankings Framework, ARIA rankings for innovation, and then our own accreditations like National Assessment and Accreditation Council, NAC, an institution of eminence. These rankings are mainly focused on what is very specific, unique to Indian higher education system, and hence those parameters form the basis of these national rankings. So when you're looking at an university and its rankings, you have to look at both. You know, COVID has taught us that this world is very flat, and there is no way you can remain only in one part of the world and have an excellence in teaching and research, industry connect and placements and all, how you are connected across the world. So you have to look at both national rankings as well as international rankings when you are selecting an institution. But the core of all of these rankings is still, I would say, teaching excellence, outstanding research performance, and student placements. How well the students are prepared for the industry with the right industry 4.0 skills, and they are able to be placed at global multinationals. Then there are parameters like the quality of teaching that is measured by, say, what percentage of your faculty are holding PhD. The highest level of a qualification for a teacher is the doctorate. It's a doctor of so and so, is a PhD. Then you can also do a postdoctoral qualification also. But by and large, faculty holding PhDs are very important. And all those PhDs, is it from top ranked universities, IITs, Indian Institute of Science, MIT, Purdue University, SUNY Buffalo, UC Berkeley, like that. All those are parameters that are used to say, here is an institution that is excellent in teaching. Similarly, research excellence is, faculty needs to be given labs for doing their experiments that leads to excellent outcomes. They have to be supported with research funding. They have to be supported with funds to go outside India, within India, to network in top class international conferences, forums like that. So that aspect. So teaching and research excellence is measured in so many different ways. For example, the NAC, where we are the top A++ grade in the country, one of the absolutely the highest. There is nothing about that. They are looking to see how well we have equipped our students with industry 4.0 skills, how we are supporting them in their placement efforts, how we are preparing them for the placements, and learning and development skills other than the curriculum, including teaching some languages like German and Spanish. So they are measuring those kinds of aspects also. So the teaching and research excellence is very, very important. It's one thing to say there is a composite score. Amrita is 5th best ranked university in the country. That is excellent. But you should also go into the next level in teaching, how they are doing, in research, how they are doing, in placements, how they are doing, in terms of the quality of infrastructure, how they are doing. So if you go to nirfindia.org, click Amrita Vidyapeetham, it will show you all those parameters there. There is also another aspect to the teaching, something called a flexible credit system or flexible learning pathways. Now, what is very unique about Amrita is you have an opportunity, you're pursuing a B.Tech program in engineering, but you also want to minor in management or business. We have a school of business, we have a school of engineering. You are able to take certain number of credits and certain number of courses. Maybe it's a leadership thing, or maybe it is to do with project management, or it has to do with logistics and supply chain, because you're very interested in applying your engineering principles to supply chain. So that kind of a flexible learning pathway is available. It is for you, you go into a hotel and then there is a nice menu card and then you see different things and you make your nice dinner, lunch, something like that. You have flexible learning pathways. but it is for you to figure out, what topic makes that you're interested, and that is the path you want to pursue. We have a wide choice of electives for you to choose from: engineering, business, social behavioral sciences, physics, chemistry, mathematics, and those of you who are very interested in emerging topics in artificial intelligence, blockchain, Internet of Things, a wide choice that you have. So that aspect is also very important when we say there is an outstanding program or an outstanding curriculum that we have come up. I think those of you who are interested in entrepreneurship, wanting to either start your own business or enhance your existing one, we have a technology business incubator program. So now the ranking agencies are also looking at those aspects. How much of an entrepreneurial ecosystem that the university is providing. Our business incubator is now ranked 5th best in the country, which our ability to attract funds for those entrepreneurs is so high. I think last year alone, our startup entrepreneurs were able to attract close to 800 crores of additional funding. So we give them a seed funding with which they develop and go to the venture capitalist, and they were able to enhance that by another 800 crores there. So that aspect is also very, very important. Then another dimension, many of us are aspiring to go abroad and pursue a higher education, be it a master's degree or a PhD, or you want to pursue a double degree. You get a degree from Amrita, you also get a degree from another institution. So the ranking agencies are also looking at how well is your collaboration network with top class universities. Now, if you look at Amrita, we have close to 181 actual working MOUs with world-class institutions. Harvard is there, MIT is there, Berkeley is there, Purdue is there. And so these are top class institutions. Oxford is there, Cambridge is also there from the European side. And so you are also looking to see how I can enhance and bring in a global outlook, whether you stay in this country and continue your higher studies, or you go abroad and want to pursue that another degree. Absolutely a fantastic ecosystem we have. So again, the ranking agencies are looking at. So as you can see, it's a very multi-dimensional approach these agencies take. They're looking at teaching excellence, research excellence, international collaborations, placements, curriculum, everything. So this process is very rigorous, and a serious amount of data is submitted, they scrutinize, and then they produce the results there. We are very young. 2003 we were born. We are, I would say, toddler when you look at established IITs, which are 60, 70 years. And so we have done very well. And of course, the credit goes to an unparalleled and legendary leadership from our Chancellor, Sri Mata Amritandamai Devi, Amma, who is very keen that students, undergraduate, postgraduate, have a culture of research, have a culture of heart, and they do research that impacts a society. That is the single most reason why, in spite of just being 17, 18 years, Amrita has been performing very well, is ahead of many established central universities and state universities which have been around for 70, 80 years. And there is also another dimension which is very important. We said teaching excellence, we said research excellence. The agencies are now also looking at how well you are contributing to the society by way of your students, faculty, and research. And some of them call it as impact rankings. Some of them call them as sustainability rankings. So there is this whole United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. There are 17 of them and 169 targets that everybody is aspiring to achieve, every country, by 2030. So we got about 8 years to go on this one. So how well the higher education system, universities, faculty, students, staff are contributing to these sustainable development goals. And in that particular rankings also, Amrita is doing exceptionally well. We are 41st ranked in the world, even ahead of some very top class universities from UK and from US. And that is also a very proud moment, that not only we are able to provide teaching and research excellence and prepare them for the industry, we are also producing graduates who are socially responsible and socially conscious. Because when you look at climate change, clean energy, water, sanitation, resilient communities, poverty, hunger, all of these are grand societal challenges. And for a university like Amrita to be ranked high on all of those at the global platform, it's a tremendous testament to the leadership of our Chancellor Amma there. So in all, I would summarize, look for details within the rankings. You're looking for a top research performing institution, then you're looking at research parameters. For you, top class curriculum program is important. You look at that. Industry placements, you look at those parameters. Develop some understanding of what constitutes a national ranking or an international ranking. Certainly, in all of those parameters, Amrita Vidyapeetham is performing very well. In fact, the university is embarking on a very big expansion plan. As we speak, our 7th campus in Delhi will be launching in the last week of August. And we would start off with a very big medical campus, Asia's largest hospital with 2,400 beds, the finest integrated medical research facility in Delhi. Then our 8th campus would be starting at Amaravati in Andhra Pradesh. And here we would start with our B.Tech programs in computer science and engineering and artificial intelligence. And then in the next year, we will go to other programs like MBA and BA. So this is a very an expansions growing moment at Amrita, where we have made a very conscious decision to go and develop 2 additional campuses, one in North and one in Amaravati, Andhra Pradesh. And so we are very excited, and that there are so many of you who are aspiring to join the Amrita programs. So I welcome each and every one of you to get more information from your counselors, from our website, and so that all of that information is helpful in making you a very good decision. Thank you so much, and Vishwa to all of you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing this valuable insight with us regarding our ranking and accreditations. And sir, it's really our pleasure to have you here during your busy schedule. So students, now let's hear from Mr. Sudhir K, who is the Head Career Counselor at Directorate of Admissions and Academic Outreach, Amrita Vidyapitham, Coimbatore. He'll be explaining more about computer science and engineering, that is cybersecurity, and computer science and communication engineering, which we are offering at Amrita Vidyapitham. Before getting into the session, students, if you have any queries related to this topic, you can just type it in our chat bar. We will be discussing it at the end of the session. Without further ado, I would like to welcome Mr. Sudhir to deliver this session. Over to you, Sudhir.
Thank you, Parvati, and thank you, Raghu sir, for explaining beautifully about what actually ranking and accreditation means. Students need to understand whenever they are making a career decision like this, they need to have an idea what it actually means. People talking about this ranking, what goes into it while giving a ranking like this. And people, being an young institute in the country, we have achieved this status, which you need to understand how much we will be achieving in the coming years. And it's the approach we have is a holistic approach. As sir rightly told, we not only give values to faculty, or we give value to research opportunities and all, the impact which our students will be creating in the society when they're going back. So it's huge actually. So you need to understand, as a person, when you are learning about all these courses, when you are learning or getting knowledge and through the academics, you should be able to give it back to the society. That's our main motto. Because what's the use of all the knowledge, and what's the use of all the grades which you're earning if you're unable to give it back to the people who are in need? So that should be your motto, and you should be able to inculcate those values in our university. And the excellent words from our sir regarding all the opportunities you will be getting once you join Amrita is wonderful. And thank you, sir, for giving us time, and thank you for joining. So students, now I will be taking you through the topic like computer science, engineering, cyber security, and computer and communication. I think all of you have heard about the previous engineering topics which I have talked before and all. See, you need to understand, if whenever you are talking about a branch, people usually go for that hype. A mob mentality will be there. They will be taking AI is good, cyber security is good. So why they are calling it is good? Based on what criteria? So you need to have that research, because today when somebody is suggesting a course just because of job opportunities or research opportunities, or what kind of things you will be getting learning, so these things you need to understand, then only you can make a decision. That's why I am giving you this awareness about all the branches that are available, so that you won't consider some other branch like mechanical, or some other branch like civil as a smaller branch to this computer science branch. So today I think we reached to computer science branches, which all of you are eagerly waiting about, waiting to know about, and all. What it is actually cyber security and all, what is this all branch about is, I know today. I think if you see in your home itself, you will be having 6 to 7 electronic devices, either it's a smartphone, either it's a computer or a laptop. So all our data is online today. Half of my important documents is in cloud, and half of my passwords are saved online in my browsers. I don't know it's safe or not. I don't know where it is getting stored, and are those servers are safe and all. So who will manage these things going forward? There will be huge data flooded into these servers. There will be huge amount of data transfer happen. Today you are making a bank transaction sitting remotely from your place. So how secure the transaction is? So who monitors this? Who are the professionals who can take care of this and all? There is a huge gap. There is a huge gap in this requirement, because day by day the people who are getting online is increasing. We are actually blasted forward into this usage of technology because of the COVID and all. Now everybody is having a smartphone. So almost before pandemic itself, slowly we are trying to adapt to technology and purchasing smartphones and all. But now because of this pandemic, we have been fast forwarded ourselves into the 10 years in terms of technology usage. Now everybody using the phone pay, Google Pay, so for this payments and all. And everybody is using computers. Even whatever sector you take, all their data, bank people are not maintaining files today. They are maintaining this documents in online. They are keeping it safe in a drive. So there is a requirement for people who maintain these things safe and secure. So that will be your role as a cyber security personnel. Your role is protecting system, protecting networks from, and protecting malicious attacks from malwares and all. So, and this can be from various devices. People only think viruses can happen to computers and all, and which operating systems you need to use if you don't have the virus. All these things we will be figuring out once you join engineering. But there is a requirement in each and every electronic device which we use today. Cyber security is going to be the next big thing in the coming days, because of the data exploding we are having right now. Even governments want it, corporates want it, banks want it. So every sector now, if they want to keep their data safe and secure, they require a personal. There will be a role created in every MNCs these days. Almost all the MNCs are currently having it, but in India it's going to be huge in the coming days. I think we see some softwares like antivirus softwares and all, so there might be more in the coming days and all, where people can easily afford it and all. It's not just about personal personal security is not that much exposed now. Only right now people are only about commercially securing their data, but going forward people will have this personal security apps. So how we can secure all the data which is in your mobile, how we can encrypt it. So all these things will be coming and this is what cyber security is. It's about protecting all your data which is available digitally or in cloud. So there will be layers of security. People think security means it's just a block where it will stop it and all. It's like, I'll give an example. Today if you log into Facebook, it's giving you an option to have a two-step security. Likewise, if you go to Gmail, so you just want to log in into your Gmail in some remote system. You just went to an internet center nearby your place, you just want to log in, it will give you a notification, or it will give you an OTP. So are you the same person? So are you the same person? It will again confirm. So this kind of layered security will be coming up, because it's pretty much essential to make this possible, because then only we can understand is it safe and secure or not. Okay, so these kind of layered security will be coming. And what will be your whole future? We are predicting almost 1 million cyber security specialists are required at this very moment. Okay, so you can make a name for yourself in this regard. I know a lot of you are eagerly waiting only for this phase 1 results, what my percentile and all. Don't worry, post all your questions. Once this session is complete, I will clear all your doubts. Okay, so please, you can ask your friends also to join if they haven't joined. I will be giving you vital information regarding phase 2 and what you can do with the percentile which you got today in phase 1. Okay, so as a cyber security personnel, India is becoming a hub of it compared to other US or United Kingdom. So because we have a lot of devices in our hand, actually saying, because of the population we have, so you can get a growth in terms of cyber security analyst, system security architect, or cyber security manager, or chief information security officer, or network security engineer. So those kind of things you can get into. But what is required as a most skills you require to become the cybersecurity personnel or you can become a specialist, is you can get some certifications also while doing this course. You can get certified as an ethical hacker, you can get certified as offensive security personnel. I'll give you what it is actually, because people might be doesn't understand what is offensive security certified personnel and all, or security information personnel, or certified information security. So what is all these things? These words might be new to you. So these are kind of certifications which are currently taken by people who completed computer science and all, so to make them available for cyber security jobs, because there is a huge demand. Okay, cyber security has total of 5 types. The first thing is critical infrastructure security. What it is, what is critical infrastructure security is, it consists of cyber physical system that modern societies rely on. Like you see in movies, somebody is hacking an electricity grid, somebody is hacking water pipes. You might have saw it in Batman, or some movies which you already know. All of you are smart kids, you might have watched some movies where this hacking is happening, where somebody is hacking traffic lights, somebody is hacking this gates and all. So this kind of physical system, that means infrastructure security, so protection is required for them. So who does that? There is a need for cybersecurity people here. So that's one business vertical you can be, and that means protecting cyber physical systems. This is one type of cybersecurity which you can provide. And the second one is application security. What kind of applications you might be using? An app, some people want to play a game, some people want to play install Snapchat, some people want to install a TikTok or some more. So how much secure that app which you are using, how you can protect yourself from the malwares that are coming from that app. So application security is one thing a cybersecurity personnel can be working on to prevent unauthorized access from these apps. Today, a lot of apps can steal a lot of sensitive information from your mobile. So you need to understand that app is secured or not, that app is authorized by the Play Store or not. Then only you need to install. Whatever app you see today in Play Store, you can't install it because there are some apps that can automatically clear all your data, that can automatically clear your bank accounts also. There are that kind of malicious apps are available in Play Store still today. Do not install unauthorized apps or unauthorized apps if you see them in Play Store. So this is one kind of application security. Usually people will be having antivirus programs in computers or firewalls or encryption programs and all. So this is one kind of cyber security vertical which you can work on. And the next one is network security. Network security is very huge because today I'm connected to internet. I don't know from which place, from which system, from which IP there will be a threat to me, or somebody is monitoring me, or somebody is accessing me. So these kind of things might be happening now. Access, modification, exploitation, all these things can be happening. So this is network security. I'll give you a clear idea. So these are the typical examples of network security which we might be facing, like extra logins, like new passwords will be coming up, encryptions and firewalls, application security, antivirus program, anti-spyware software, monitored internet access and all. So don't worry about this. If you are unable to understand, anyway I will be you'll be learning all these things in detail once you join as a computer science and cyber security personnel. And the next one is cloud security. What is this cloud security? I know all of you know about Google Drive. I know all of you know about OneDrive or some other things or some other drives, a Dropbox, where we store our certificates or we store our passwords. So this cloud security is safe or not? Because people can take over all my data from that cloud. We don't know who is monitoring this cloud, who is keeping these things safe. So the usually the myth usually what we think is all this data is secure when we stored it in a physical servers. Like people used to think if it's stored in a hard drive it is safe than storing it in cloud. But however, cloud is very easily accessible. People are trying to move to cloud instead of storing it in a pen drive or a hard drive. So the automatically security is required for that, because people doesn't want to carry some hardware or pen drive. They can directly open mail, they can directly open the OneDrive or Google Drive, they can access that document. So cloud security is a software based security, and it protects all the data that is stored in cloud resources. And the next type of security, cyber security people need to learn about is Internet of Things. So these Internet of Things can be a lot of cyber physical systems like televisions, Wi-Fi routers. Today we are having smart fridges, smart watches, and printers, security cameras. All these kind of appliances also coming under this Internet of Things and all. So this is also required, and there is a huge scope coming under this, because we don't know the smartwatch we are using is sending the data to somebody who manufactured it. We don't know what's happening inside it and how much data it's sending it. Okay, so that we need to understand. This is one set of thing which you need to understand. What actually skills required for a cyber security personnel is, you need to be having good technical skills, you need to be having good hardworking skills, you need to be commitment to industry is required, you need to be efficient, organization skills is required, teamwork is required, management skills, problem solving skills, and scientific knowledge and inquisitive. So they're pretty much mandatory skills required for you to pursue cybersecurity, apart from programming skills which I didn't mention. What kind of course structure you usually be dealing with this? You will be dealing with about information goods, or you will be studying cybersecurity as an economics problem, or you will be studying economics of engineers and also what will be there, and measuring cyber security, like how to measure a problem or how to metric that practice, how to solve that practice. You will be given a case study, how you can mitigate the data, how you can draft the data. So these kind of security investment management, I mean, when somebody is investing money or transferring money, so what kind of due diligence you need to do as a security personnel. So those kind of things are market failures, how it can happen, public goods external or policy interventions to correct market failures. A lot of things are there, case study, human factor also will be there. So these kind of course structures also you will be studying. But as a computer science and cyber security personnel, so what kind of companies you might be working on is you can work in big companies, which we talked about. You can work in banks, you can work in motors. So usually today in every sector, there will be a person required to maintain the security of that office in internet or in cloud and all. So that's a brief about cyber security, computer science engineering and cyber security. But the second one we are talking about is computer and communication engineering. What this is, because computer science we know, and computer science AI we know, computer science cyber security, what is this computer and communication engineering? So this is a branch which is a mix of computer science and a mix of communication engineering. How you will be knowing about it? So with most of electronics which are there, which we are used today, so usually electronics and communication systems driven by software today. Who develops that software is computer science engineer. So to help that, we gave students to help understand, to program these things. So we will be giving programming knowledge and also electronic knowledge and all. So we will be helping you to understand what kind of course structure will be there, what kind of programming knowledge you will be required, and strong fundamental knowledge we will be giving you for students in this segment, because you will be having both the engineering branches knowledge. You will be having knowledge of computer science, you will be having knowledge of electronics and communication engineering. Both these things we will be having. What kind of scope we will be having is student pursuing computer and communication engineering, they will have a dual opportunity in getting placed in core companies. That's what I told. You can get placed in electronics and communication companies, or you can get placed in computer science companies like IT companies and all. There is a huge demand for people in these things, because you need to understand how an electronic instrument is communicating using the software. But once you have software, it's easy to develop or come up with new ideas. So that's what you need to understand. What the prospects usually is they would be employable in companies related to software development, computer communication related industry, IoT based application industry, sensor technology, machine learning, artificial intelligence, big data analysis, networking, and many more. So in addition, they can pursue their education and research in the same branch also, in different branches also, because you have option to study your higher academics in 2 branches now, because you completed that. So what's the program outcomes, what we are dealing with? We demonstrate you technical competence in computer communication and applications. We will be formulating software solution for computer communication system. You will be able to develop that. You will be able to pursue higher studies also, engage in lifelong learning and communicate effectively and exhibit leadership also. And what exactly are the programming outcomes is, first thing is you will be having good engineering knowledge in science engineering fundamentals and complex engineering problems, and you will be able to do a good problem analysis, like formulate, review, research literature, and analyze complex engineering problems, and you'll be able to design and develop new solutions. That is also there. And the next one is conduct investigations of complex problems. That will be also a program outcome. And modern tools usage, what are the newest technologies, cutting edge technologies, you will be getting to use them. You will be getting to use them to develop new things, on develop new techniques, and you will be getting a lot of new technology oriented resources and all. And the engineering and society, which you will be learning how you can make this society free and all. Next one is environment and sustainability, ethics, individual teamwork, communication. These are other added benefits of program outcomes if you are joining computer and communication engineering. What actually is the scope of for computer and communication engineering is, today a student is studying computer and communication engineering, they will be considered as a students who studied a multidisciplinary program, because the current placement requirement which will be getting in both the course structures, because you see, you will be reading about Internet of Things, you will be reading about artificial intelligence and machine learning, you will be reading about deep learning, you will be reading about data science and big data analysis. Almost it's like you'll be reading a computer science and added benefit of having course structure of electronics. So it's easy to get your job in IT industry also. People think, what is this course and all, is it equal to computer science? Actually, it's almost equal to computer science and all. Main thing is you will be having the scope in these kind of domains. You can work in AR and VR. I don't know how many people understand by what is augmented reality and virtual reality that you can do. And computer vision is there, soft computing is there, software development is there, web design and application development is there, future generation of telecom networks, mobile app development, human computer evaluation is there. This is the scope of a student who is joining a computer and communication engineering. But what kind of companies you can join today is, you can join Google, you can join Microsoft, you can join Oracle, IBM, CTS, Cisco, Intel, Samsung, Honeywell, and also there are a lot of big companies you can join. Either it's an IT or product based companies, you can join this based on the skills you have learned through these courses and all. Actually, where these courses are offered, if you see, computer science and engineering cyber security is only offered in Chennai and Coimbatore. These two campuses only our computer science and engineering cyber security is offered. The next branch which we discussed is computer and communication. It is offered only in Coimbatore and Chennai. Okay, so these two branches is offered only in Coimbatore and Chennai campuses. So what will be the fee structure, you will be asking me. So in computer science and engineering cyber security, if you want to study it in Chennai, it might cost you from 1 lakh to 3,50,000. How this fees is varying is based on the rank you have achieved in AEEE. Student might be asking me, with this percentile I will be getting this seat or not. I will answer that question in the end. Okay, if you want to study in Coimbatore cyber security, the same branch is, it will be costing you around 1,25,000 to 4,50,000. This is the fee structure which you need to understand, because all these things are varying based on only merit rank which you have achieved through AEEE. We won't be considering your intermediate scores or +2 scores, because these scores are only for eligibility, not for ranking or not for issuing a scholarship. Only based on the rank you have achieved in AEEE or JEE or SAT or PUE, through these things you can avail the scholarship. Okay, so this is for cybersecurity. What's for computer and communication engineering is the same fee structure is there. Almost there is a reduction in both the places. If you want to study this, the first fee scholarship fee in Chennai is 1 lakh, and the highest fees is 3 lakh. It will be varying in between. And in Coimbatore, the first fee is 1 lakh 25. So the highest fees is 4 lakhs. So this is the fee structure for both the courses which we have talked about. I think now the part which you are waiting for, one more student asked, I think Bhavana Anand, they asked me, this is the fee structure which I am showing for only 1 year. Okay, the fee structure which I showed here, computer and communication and computer science, it is only per annum fee. It's not total course fee. Okay, you need to pay per annum this much. And what are the guidelines for phase 2? Students who have not applied so far, you want to apply fresh, and then you can apply now itself. And for phase 2, slot booking will be starting on July 26th. Slot booking in the sense, you can apply now, complete the payment, upload all the documents necessary, but you can do the exam slot booking only on July 26th. And the second part, students who wrote phase 1, you have received a percentile, you might be wondering what to do with this. Will I get a branch? Will I don't get a branch? So you might be having a lot of questions. One thing I want to tell you students is, you got a percentile today, either it's 60, 70 or 80. So that percentile, if you want to improve, you can write phase 2 tomorrow evening by 5 p.m. That link will be activated in your same application portal. You can pay the extra 600 and improve your percentile. And do not ask which branch I will get based on this percentile. Why? Because We don't allot seats based on the percentiles which you have achieved. We will be allotting seats only based on the rank. How we will be giving you a rank? We will consider the best score you have got in phase 1 and phase 2 or phase 2. So we will be taking these both phases. If student wrote only one phase, we will take that score of, or if you wrote both the phases, we will consider your best percentile and issue a rank based on that. So that you need to understand. Based on this alone, you will be getting a seat. Do not think based on percentile, what branch I will be getting, what fees I will be getting. We can't predict it, because today you got 40 percentile, but tomorrow a same student, your friend who got 40 percentile, he will write the exam again and he will get 60 percentile. Then what's the use of talking about this 40 percentile? So if you really want to improve your marks, today we published the percentile only to make you understand where you are and to make you improve your scores. That's the only agenda. And you might be wondering, will there be any seat allotment now because phase 1 results are out? No, the seat allotment will happen only after phase 2 is completed. Okay, only after phase 2 is completed, only after rank is published. The tentative date for seat allotment will be starting mostly on August 8th. So that until that date, we won't be issuing any seats to any students, and only based on the rank it will be coming. Okay, so I think I have given you a clear idea about what you need to do to attend phase 2, what are the branches, and you got a vital information from one of our dean from Amaravati campus that it might be starting from this year and there will be 2 B.Tech branches offered there. And you know now what is cyber security and all, what kind of things you will be working on, what kind of course structure you will be having, and also about computer and communication engineering, what exactly it is, what kind of things you will be learning. So all these things you have learned. But students, main thing you need to understand is each and every branch which was offered by us is good. It's entirely up to you to study them well, to work hard and get good grades and get good placements. Students from all the branches will get equal opportunity during our placements. So it's not like computer science people will be getting more opportunities, and all will be given the same platform to compete against each other during placements time. Okay, so I think if you have any doubts, please post it in the chat box so that I will be answering them. I think there are some questions already. How do you give willingness for writing phase 2? One Aditya Srinivas told, there is no willingness required for phase 2. Students, you might be asking, where do I submit willingness and all? There is no willingness required to write phase 2. Please apply again if you wrote phase 1 and all. So we will be considering you for phase 2. But you need to book the exam slot where you want to write, when you want to write. That exam slot you need to write. We will be giving some time for you to change the examination centers. How much time we will be giving you, we will inform you through mail. Please keep checking your mails, because we are sending today. I don't know how many people saw the mail. They have sent a mail regarding all the guidelines which are required for this phase 2. So you should read that mail, understand, and based on that you make a decision to write phase 2 or not, or you just want to wait with your phase 1 score because you already got good scores. So it's up to you to decide, but we will consider the best percentile which you have achieved. What is the required percentile to join Coimbatore campus? I think Hemant, I think I already answered your question. We can't predict anything based on your percentile. It's only based on the rank, but rank will be issued only on August 8th after phase 2 is completed. When counseling process will start for phase 1, sir? Revant Royal, I think I told you this, there is no counseling, there is no seat allotment for phase 1. Only after phase 2 is completed, we will be giving you your required branch or required fee structure based on the rank which you have achieved. And rank will be made only based on the best percentile you have scored. What is a good percentile? This is same question which I have answered. What are the courses offered in Bangalore? I think, Kumar, you can just go to the website. So there are 6 to 7 engineering courses which are offered in Bangalore, which you can look at there. So you'll be getting a good idea. So that's what, Revant, I again told you, sir, may I know what percentile which rank will be given to us? See, Again, I am telling you, now today you got 50 percentile. Your friend got 50 percentile. Both of you got 50 percentile. And you didn't write phase 2. But your friend wrote phase 2. He got 60 percentile. Now what he will be his rank? His rank will be based on the 60 percentile he have achieved. Okay, all your percentiles will be changed because you are not writing if you wrote only phase 1 and you are not writing phase 2, it might be a loss because some of your friends might write again and improve their marks. How can we predict based on percentile which rank you will be getting? It's dependent on your friends. So once they wrote everything well, they might be coming out on top because again I'm telling you, we will consider the best percentile we have achieved in the both the phases. You wrote both the phases means you got in first phase you got 90, second phase you got 95. We'll consider 95 and issue rank based on the 95 thing. Okay, and what is the board's eligibility criteria to join Amrita? Students who want to join Amrita University today, you need to be having more than 55% in the subjects like physics, chemistry, maths, and overall aggregate percentage of above 60%. So that is the minimum eligibility criteria. We won't consider your board exam marks for considering or giving you for scholarship or any ranking. For ranking entirely your merit scores achieved in AEEE exam, and for ranking entirely this based on this only it will be dependent. It is not dependent on your board exams. Vikram, I think I hope I have answered your question. Any other questions, please keep on posting so that I'll be answering them quickly, and we will end the session so that we have tomorrow also we have a session. If possible, you can all meet with me tomorrow also. If you have any doubts also, you can clear these things. Still anybody is having any doubts, please keep posting these things. I'll be addressing these queries. Any more queries which you are having? Vikram, I have answered. We can change. Syed asked me, sir, can we change branch after first year? When should we pay the refundable 1 lakh fee? So students changing branch is based on the availability. I can't predict it because we don't know how many vacant seats will be available after whole seat allotment and all. And after first year, if it's completed, how many will be leaving Amrita and one branch vacancy will be there. It dependent on the availability, and that you should be contacting the administrative department after joining, which we might not be having. So, but the fee which you are paying 1 lakh for counseling process will be refundable if you are not getting any seat. Don't worry about it. Okay, and Shreya asked, will our final rank be given after phase 2? Yes, your rank for AEEE 2022 will be issued only after phase 2 because we will be considering both the scores. Based on that, we will be issuing the rank. I hope I have answered all your questions. I don't know how many of you have interacted with our counselors today in the same platform, because every day from morning 10 to 4, our counselors will be live in the platform. So you can talk with them personally, have a one-to-one discussion with them regarding your percentile or any other doubts regarding the courses which we offer, regarding the fee structure. So you can get more insights from them. You can clear all your doubts at one go instead of calling us again and again. It will be very easy. Bhavana Anand, other expenses over and above the annual course fee. So there will be a hostel fee of close to 1 lakh, I think. So hostel and mess fee, 1 lakh or 1.5 lakh per annum. So that will be an added fee apart from this tuition fee that we will inform during the counseling process. So as of now, this is the fee which I informed is only a tuition fee. Okay, so the hostel fee will be informed during the counseling process and all. And Revant, sir, if I got less percentile in second phase than first phase, then which percentile issue? Sir, if I got less percentile in second phase than first phase, then which percentile you should consider, sir? Revant, I already told you, you got in first phase 90, second phase you got 80, we will consider 90. Your best score or best percentile only will be considered. Okay, there is no discussion in that, there is no confusion in that. How many exams you wrote? We are conducting only 2 phases. If you score in first or second in any exam, which is the highest, we will consider that for ranking. Okay, it's pretty much clear. I hope all of you understood. And if time permits, We will be having one more exclusive session also to clear all your doubts regarding phase 1. But that's it for today. I hope you learned something about the branches we are discussed, and you learned about our ranking and accreditation. And I'll see you tomorrow again. I will discuss about the remaining 2 branches, and we will end this fair for now. And we will be coming up with a new program. Thank you everyone for joining, and have a good day, and write phase 2 again so that you can improve your marks more and you can get a better rank. Thank you.